Hello, Kevin Richards here with Thomas All Things Automotive. I'm going to show you a 2016 Jeep Cherokee Limited. This one is in white, I believe, Summit white. I could be wrong there, bright white, but pretty color. Not a tricolor white, but very pretty. My favorite color. All our vehicles are white in my household, so I'm a little biased in this situation. But focusing on the front end, they did redesign these. I think it was 2013 or 14. They gave it the very kind of squinting driving light here. You got your classic 7-slot Jeep grille to denote the brand. You got high intensity headlamps. You got fog lights down there in the bumper fascia. Continue around to the side. The Limited also gives you, I think it's an 18-inch multi-spoke chrome wheel. Just want to verify the rim size here. But I believe it is, yes, 18-inch. This is on a Continental Pro Contact, probably about 6/32 on the tire, about half tread. Should give you about 20,000 more miles of life. So you can see a nice resurfaced rotor, thick brake pad. It's one thing we do here on all our vehicles at Thomas. Much like the manufacturers of certified pre-owned vehicle, we do a very thorough multi-point inspection, used car mechanical check report. You can find it in the glove box of each of our vehicles, signed off by the mechanic that did the inspection. Right now you're looking in through the passenger side front. As you can see, this Limited model gives you a dark charcoal leather trim with offset white stitching. You have a manual adjustment on the passenger seat. You have a dark charcoal carpeting, 2 bucket seats in the front with a full console that runs in between. Ample leg, hip, and shoulder room for the front occupants there. We'll show you the back. This is a 5-passenger SUV in the mid-size segment. And as you can see here, you have ample leg, hip, and shoulder room for your rear occupants. Again, this vehicle is very clean. No rips or tears. Also, no odors in this vehicle. It was a non-smoker that had it before. So, very much a like new option for its next owner. Also, I'm going to focus in here on the rear as well, just to show you. Now, these tires are a little meatier in the back, probably about 7 or 8/32. Again, 18-inch on a Continental tire, 18-inch chrome wheel. On the back here, as you can see, you get your Limited chrome badging, 4-wheel drive badging. You have your backup camera there as well. Now, this does not have a power hatch. 2 gas struts will hold it up. So you can see you do have a nice cargo net here, plenty of ample storage room. I believe you have a 12-volt outlet right there on the side. Latch system, 60/40 fold down split rear seat. If you need more cargo room, you can fold those seats down. Continue around to the side there. Again, we're just going to focus in on the tire at first to show you that it is on a matching Continental Pro Contact, about that same 7/8/32 there in the back. And looking in here at the driver's side view of the rear seating area, just to show you, it's just like the passenger side, free of any rips, stains, odors, or tears. And like I said, doors open nice and wide, very comfortable back there for the rear occupants. Now, on the driver's side, the biggest difference is the power seat. You have a fully adjustable power seat with lumbar there on the driver's side to make it comfortable for the driver. And there's plenty of other amenities, and probably the best way to show you guys is just to jump behind the wheel, kind of go through each one of them one by one, just kind of show you where the controls layouts are. And we'll start on here in the door where you find your classic positioning of your locks, windows, and mirror switches all in one pod right there. Now, this vehicle is a proximity key. It does have remote start, so there's the key. You can see the ×2 there for your remote start. Of course, your unlock and lock buttons. But for the proximity key, you just put your foot on the brake, press the start button here. The engine will fire up, and as you can see, this vehicle just has over 20,000 miles, 20,156, so low mileage. Pretty illumination there on your cluster. On the control side, on the left here above my knee is where you'll find your headlamp switch, fog light pushed in the center. You also have automatic headlamp. You have an interior light switch as well as a cluster dimming switch side by side there to the right of that. You have 2 stem switches. The one on the left is your turn signal high beam switch. The one on the right, excuse me, is intermittent wiper washers for the front and rear. To the left is where you'll find your in-vehicle driver information system controls and your confirmation button in the center to set those preferences the way you prefer. To the right is where you'll find your cruise control. To the left is where you find your voice activation commands and Bluetooth. This has Chrysler's big 8-inch touch screen. As you can see right now, it's letting us know we're on the phone side. We don't have a phone paired to it. I'm going to hit the radio button just so you can see it does have AM, FM, and Sirius. It also has, I believe, a CD player. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe it does. Media is where you can put in your MP3 files, connect either through your audio pre-out or your USB to listen to MP3 files or music. On your heated or your climate controls is where you'll find your heated steering wheel and your heated seat buttons. You can download apps if you're within Wi-Fi. You can download or use the already programmed apps there on your app station. Here you'll find your dual climate control and also 2 alternative areas to hit your heated seats or heated wheels. That'll shut the screen off if it's a distraction. You just touch it to bring it back on. And then the final one is pairing the phone, which is the screen we started on. Of course, there's none paired right now. You have manual controls for all of those touchscreen options below, audio and climate. And down here is your connectivity station, if I can get around the shifter, where you'll find your nav card if equipped. This one is not. USB pre-out, audio pre-out, and a 12-volt power supply. And now you have a four-wheel drive traction control selection, which is already on auto by default, but as you can see, you can also select sport, snow, and sand and mud for better traction in those types of settings. There is your floor shifter with the manual adjustment and drive, up to down shift and back to up shift, and your automatic parking brake lever is there as well. 2 large cup holders. And in the console, you will find another 12-volt power supply, another USB port, some more connectivity in there for you as far as that goes. I'm going to leave the key inside so the car doesn't get mad at me, and we're going to pop the hood, and I'll show you. This vehicle should have the 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine. Hood release is right there. Very efficient engine. Will get you probably about 30 miles a gallon out of a 4-wheel drive vehicle, which is nice. You don't get that all the time. And as you can see, it's a 2.4 liter. It's a quiet engine for a 4-cylinder, nice clean battery terminals, no exhaust leaks or fluid leaks. It has the highlighted yellow caps to let you know where you need to add your vital fluids or check them. So nice, easy, simple layout underneath the hood there. We'll go ahead and shut the car off, and the next portion of the vehicle, which I think is just as valuable as going around through the options, is to just kind of go through and pick out any minor imperfections this vehicle may have. It is used. They all have them pretty much, so you know, we just want to be transparent and upfront and kind of go over those. Now, white can hide things easily, so I hope I don't miss anything here. Looks pretty good on that fender. Primarily trying to just get dents for you guys, scratches, things that would be a little bit of a cosmetic eyesore to you. But the driver's side looks good. Trying to catch it in the light so I don't miss anything. Looks good across the quarter panel as well. Go into the back. Nice and clean there also. Do have a little bit of scuff right down here on the dog leg on the passenger side rear quarter panel. Looks good up around the pillar there. Don't notice any dents along the passenger side either. Little slight abrasion right there, just into the clear, not into the base, nothing to be concerned of. We do have some stone chips across the front, which is obviously very common. Couple handful, 12 dozen so there. Little scratch there on the hood, another little chip right there. This thing is very sleek on the front end, so it does pick up some stones. But other than that, guys, I couldn't really find any scratches into the base coat. There's no dents that I could find either, just a few stone chips, so very much a like new alternative for you. It is still covered under the remainder of Chrysler's 3-year, 36,000 mile comprehensive warranty, as well as their 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty, which is transferable to the next owner. Also wanted to say this is a one-owner vehicle with a clean Carfax, shows no signs of any prior paint work, body lines are straight and clean. If you're interested in this vehicle, we sell them very quickly. Urge you to reach out at us a couple of different ways. either via phone at 717-485-4224 or look us up on the web at www.thomasata.com. I appreciate your time watching this video today. Again, my name is Kevin Richards, and I hope you have a great day.